Welcome to Math Plus, where math makes sense.
We're going to multiply whole numbers by fractions. So here's an example of multiplying whole numbers by fractions. 6 times 3/4. But before we go on, let's remember exactly what multiplication means. So when you multiply, say, 2 times 5, then that is the same thing as adding 5 together 2 times. Multiplication is just a fast way to add. So here are some models. 6 times 3/4 is the same thing as adding 3/4 6 times. When you add them, if you remember adding fractions, you keep the denominator the same and you add the numerators, you get 18/4, and that will simplify to 4 2/4. Let me show you another example. Here's 6 times 3/4. Each one of these models is 3/4. You notice there are 4 squares and 3 are shaded. So each one of these represent 3/4. And when you add them together, you get 18/4, which simplifies to 4 2/4. Let me show you how we do this mathematically. You can't always draw pictures, or when we multiply, it's a fast way of adding, so we don't want to have to revert to adding. So if we have 6 times 3/4, what we're going to do is change the whole number to a fraction. Any whole number that you put over 1 remains the same. 6/1 is equivalent to 6. And we're going to multiply that by 3/4. Now the rules for multiplying fractions are you multiply the numerators, then you multiply the denominators. So 6 times 3 is 18, 1 times 4 is 4, and as we know from this below, that reduces to 4 2/4. So I wanted to show you that the rules do work. So to multiply fractions, you multiply the numerators, then you multiply the denominators, and then you simplify. So let's practice. 5 times 2/3. And what I did is I went ahead and drew this to save time. I'm going to come down here and put 5/1, bring down my 2/3, and now all I have to do is multiply my numerators. 5 times 2 is 10. My denominators, 1 times 3 is 3, and now I have to simplify. 3 divides into 10 3 times because 3 times 3 is 9, and I have 1 left over. Now remember, if you struggle with turning an improper fraction into a mixed number, you can always go into long division. 3 goes into 10 3 times, it's 9. You subtract it and you get 1, so you put that 1 over the divisor, so you have 3 1/3. So let's try another one. We'll try a couple here so you get the hang of it, because it doesn't matter what the whole number is or the fraction. The rules always stay the same. 2 times 9/11. Well, I take my whole number and put it over 1, recopy my fraction, and now I multiply the numerators. 2 times 9 is 18. 1 times 11 is 11. And when I reduce that, 11 goes into 18 one time, and there are 7 left over. So my answer is 1 7/11. Let's try one more. Let's try 8 times 1/2. So we're going to change the 8 into a fraction by putting it over 1. We're going to bring our fraction down, and now we're going to multiply the numerators. 8 times 1 is 8. 1 times 2 is 2. And when we reduce that, we just get a whole number. 2 goes into 8 4 times. So that's how you multiply a whole number by a fraction. You turn the whole number into a fraction, then you multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators, and then simplify your answer.